What's up? What's up? Happy Valentine's Day. First of all, happy Valentine's Day. Happy Hump Day. It's Hump Day and it's Valentine's Day. So let's party. Let's rock and roll. How's everyone doing tonight? Jane Thing. Eh, What does Jane Thing? I cannot read what the heck your chat says. Valentines. Oh, it's Valentines. That took me a minute, Jane. Okay, it is Valentine's Day. Yes, it is. Or Valentines. Happy Valentine's Day. Hope everyone's having a nice Wednesday, a nice hump day, and a happy Valentine's. I am, and I'm so happy to be with you guys tonight. It's going to be a fun night. That's for sure. Stephanie, happy Valentine's Day to you. I hope Cupid's arrow has struck you right in the heart and that you're thinking about someone special tonight. Let's see. Let's have some fun, guys. So I have a little list going. The list is open if you would like to get on the list. Stephanie, you're on the list. So right now on the list tonight, I have Stephanie and Chad. Stephanie and Chad, where is my list? Of course, I can't find my list. I just had it. Well, I don't need to start the list yet since I know who's on it. I know I've got Stephanie and Chad. So I'm going to start right off the bat with you, Steph, and we'll get it popping. If you would like to get on the list for a Valentine's Day reading, it is $20.24. You can send it over to the Cash App or the PayPal. They're both listed in the description of the video, I think. Maybe not. Jane, if you're still here, would you list? I think Jane knows the info. If you have a chance, would you list it in the chat for me? I would appreciate it. And yeah, come on in, guys. Don't know if you do this, but do you give complimentary readings? I do sometimes give complimentary readings. If so, could I get one? I'm really sad today. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Well, let's see what we can do for you. I'll probably, what I'm going to probably do because it's Valentine's Day is offer up a freebie to somebody at the end of the broadcast. So hang in there and I'll see if maybe you'll win one. So that would be cool, right? But I do have a couple people on the list for now. So I'm starting with Steph, and then I have to do Chad, and then anyone else that wants to get on the list, it is $20.24, and we'll get you a reading and get it popping. I will, baby. Oh, my Valentine just landed in Nashville. Here we go. Steph, you're welcome. Desiree, you're welcome. Steph, so I got to refresh my memory on your. I think I know what your question is because I read your message. So basically, a general just on the current situation and state of things and some of the things you've been feeling, right? Is that correct? Hang on one sec. I'm going to light a little candle over here. I think that was what it was, Stephanie. Or was it? Yeah. My memory's not quite as bad as it has been at times. Okay. Well, dang. All right. Earth, air, fire, water, and ethers. Here we go. Thank you, universe. Thank you, source. Thank you, spirit. Thank you, angels, archangels, spirit guides, ancestors, and all spirit team. Thank you, source energy. Thank you, Father, Creator, God energy. Thank you, Mother, Nurturer, Goddess energy. Thank you, all spirit guides. Thank you, Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, Uriel, for being pillars, cornerstones, and guides. Thank you, Guardian Angel Lechachia. Thank you. I think we're going to start tonight with, hey, Jane Thang. We're going to start tonight with Morgan Greer. How about that? Welcome in, guys. Come on in, say hey, like the video, join the chat. I'm starting with Stephanie tonight. And then anyone else that wants to get on the list, get on the list. Thanks, Janie, for putting that up. Yep, 2024. You know what? Let's do this. I was thinking because it is Valentine's Day can be tough for some people, especially if you're like in separation from someone and you haven't talked in a long time and you're wondering if they're okay. Why don't we do this? Let's do for like for anyone who wants to get on the list and for like the next like 15 minutes, if you can just pay whatever you can pay, like 1111. What I mean, whatever you can pay, because I know Desiree was saying she's sad and needs a reading, but probably is maybe in a financial situation. So whatever you can pay, that will be the love offering, because we have to do an energy exchange of some kind to get validity to the reading, or that's what I've been taught. So pay what you want. Doesn't have to be much, just whatever you can send, and we'll get you on the list for a reading. Right now I have Stephanie and Chad. I'm starting with Stephanie. Chad, I think I thought I think I had told you were on the top, but actually it was Stephanie. I forgot she had already got hers in earlier. So here we go, Steph. Let's do this. The guidance for Stephanie at this time. What did you guys look? Just hang on one second. Look, guys, for Valentine's Day, pink lemonade. How about that? Just in time for Valentine's. Pink like a heart. So silly, right? Well, I'm already in your energy, babes. Let's do yours. I'm in your energy, so I'm gonna do yours, and then I'll do Chad next. What's the guidance for Stephanie at this time? What is the guidance for Stephanie at this time? Thank you. Regarding her situation. Thank you, honey bunny. I got yours. Got you added to the list. Okay, this is interesting stuff. I do see a little bit of what you talked about, picking up in someone else, maybe some challenges or some dark energy they're dealing with. I remember that, and I see a little of that here with the Nine of Swords. This is a feeling of someone being stuck in their head, kind of stuck in their head, feeling trapped, not knowing what to do or where to go. Absolutely, absolutely. If you want to say, oh, Desiree said I only have actual cash. No. Oh, okay. Yeah, just and Jane, so just give. You're gonna do an energy exchange on her behalf. That's fun. That's awesome. So I've got Steph, Chad, Jane, and then she's gonna do one for you, Desiree. I'm gonna add you as well. So with this Nine of Swords, this is really special because it really verifies what you were picking up on, Steph. This is he's feeling kind of trapped in a mental prison. It's not the same as the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is someone really creating prison of their own and being super stuck. Got it, Janie. Perfect. Thank you. And with the Nine of Swords, this is really mental energy. It's all mental energy, and it's someone, it tends to have to do with not being able to sleep at night, having a decision to make, and not knowing what to do. Someone being really kind of stuck on something, not happy with the current course of things, and really stuck in that energy. Okay. Yes, got it. Thank you, Jane. She's on there. So this is also coming out, this Knight of Swords energy, where I do pick up that there's probably some, important piece of information or pieces of information that this person wants to convey. It could be about feelings, it could be about the future, something they want to do. They're having trouble, right now because they're in that Nine of Swords energy, but they're about to really just do something. And in this deck, the Knight of Swords, the sword has blood on it. So this could be a situation where this person is somewhere where they're going to really be, make, doing some battle. It could be spiritual, it could be physical, but they're doing battle about something. And then whatever it is that they're having to do battle with, in the foundation you've got the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is a card that represents someone walking away from something and walking towards something else. And I got you on the list too. Hang on one sec. Hang on one sec. I'm gonna start the I need to write the list down. Jane, do you mind keeping the list for me? Do one of you guys that are moderators, and do you mind keeping a list for a few minutes for me? Because if it's on the chat, I won't have to write it down. So I have Right now we're on Steph, so you don't have to put her. Next is Chad. It's Chad, Jane, Desiree, and then Anne. So those are the next four people. Chad, Jane, Desiree, Anne. If somebody would be kind enough to put it in the chat for me. Um, Yeah, so with this Eight of Cups, this is an energy of definitely walking away from something. A lot of times when you see someone walk away like this, it's because, the Eight of Cups is a lot of cups. Cups represent emotions. Cups represent the depth of feeling, right? And you see this eclipse energy right here. So this is something shifting and changing very quickly. And the Eight of Cups is a lot, but it's not enough. That they're not getting enough out of this, so they're moving away from this to try to get to that Ten of Cups. Thank you, Janie, because they want to get they want to find more depth. They want to find they're not satisfied with just the status quo. They need to find something where there's more depth of feeling, depth of care, depth of emotion. Right. All right. And so then you've got with all of that happening, right, for this person as this takes place this week, they've got some really cool cards coming out. It's Major Arcana time, the Magician, the Wheel of Fortune, and then the Hierophant. Three major arcanas coming out in a row for this person as the result of whatever is going on right now, wherever they are. So with these three cards and the order they came out in, it really feels like as soon as this person really stands in their own power, because the Magician really is divine masculine in their power, learning to manifest, learning to make things happen. So as soon as this person makes a decision and takes some kind of action from this feeling and sort of lets this sword fall, things are going to get better really quickly. So they've got the Magician co-creating with Spirit, and then the Wheel of Fortune, major arcana shifting energy, good things happening, right? New energy coming in. And then the Hierophant. This can represent, a relationship that's destined by the universe, that's kind of spiritually guided. It can represent something that's meant to be. Sometimes it represents a marriage taking place. It's something that's supposed to happen. It's divinely guided. It's part of a destined path, and it's being guided by the universe. So those three cards coming out like that, all majors, that's big. That's really strong. And I like that. I think this person, although they are in a place that is a little bit dark and they are going through some tough decisions that they're being faced with, if they can take this sword and do what they're being shown to do, good things are coming, because major arcanas like that in a row are really strong and powerful. So hang in, hold space for this, and stay positive. Think positive thoughts. Set clear intentions for what you want, and don't let your thoughts flow off of those intentions. Set the clear intentions, and those things you'll find those things manifesting. If you can really keep your thoughts aligned with your intentions and not going haywire into other things, this should be good. This should be really good. Let me see what the energy oracle can add to this. Oh, hang on. Oops. Yeah, keep focusing. I think the biggest thing that I feel from that reading is when you're setting the intention for what you want to happen, anytime you feel intrusive thoughts coming in that go against what you want to happen, shift those thoughts as quickly as possible back to just to believing that what you want to happen is possible. And that those thoughts are the lies. They're not the truth. The truth is that what you desire is very possible. You have the thinking woman in your foundation, card number 47. That's an 11. Your thoughts are really the key here. I mean, that's a confirmation of what I was just saying, that came out of your foundation. So your thoughts and holding those high vibrational thoughts that align with your intention, that's the key for you right here. And see that butterfly standing out to me. It's all about a big transformation, not just for this person, but for you as well. Temple path and blossoming abundance. There's a real spiritual nature to the things that are happening. I mean, there always is, but specifically right now, there's a real spiritual nature and a divine energy to what's happening. That number 12 represents building energy, right? Things are building. There's cooperation here, cooperation with source, cooperation with spirit, cooperation in your relationship. And then you have that blossoming abundance card. So this is really another number 3. So again, that building energy. It's something that's starting out small and it's growing and growing and growing and building right into what you want it to be. And all you have to do to help it along is to have the right thoughts and hold the right thoughts. Okay. You have that power. So that's a clear message from the universe for you. Just utilize it, trust it, utilize it. It's going to be good. Happy Valentine's Day, Stephanie. All right. Next is Chad. So Chad had kind of the same thing, like a general Valentine's question. So I'm going to just see what Spirit has for Chad. Guys, as you come in, if you would like to get added to the list, it is $Ray of Light Tarot. We're 15 minutes in, so it's now back to $20.24. If you would like to get on the list, it's $20.24, and you can send it over to Cash App or PayPal, and we'll get you added. I think we have 4 people on the list right now. Hold on, Chad. Here we go. I think Chad is at a concert right now, but I know he's going to be rewatching later. So if you're catching the replay, Chad, happy Valentine's Day. I hope you had fun at the concert. You have the King of Swords in your foundation. This is kind of, I don't know if you watched the reading I just did, but it kind of goes to the same topic about your thoughts. The King of Swords is such a powerful thinker, right? He's very logical. He really has clear intentions, and he's preparing for something. He's preparing to sort of reap the rewards of something that he's put into motion. You also have the Ace of Rods or Ace of Wands coming out. This is the universe giving you a newfound spiritual energy and a newfound sort of commitment to something, and it's mutual. It's coming in for this other person too, who comes in as the Queen of Rods. Now, this person's had an interesting week. She's got that 9 of Swords coming in. We're seeing this twice already. So it doesn't surprise me with Valentine's Day, because Valentine's Day can be a great time, like for those of us in relationships, but for those of you who are not in relationships or who are in separation, things like that, it's not the best time, right? It can be really sad or frustrating or cause a lot of intrusive thoughts, right? And especially when you see happy couples out there doing their thing. I get it. I mean, I've been there. And so I do feel that this person, for that reason and for other reasons, this past week has been a lot. She's been very much in her head, this Queen of Wands. She is a magical energy. The Queen of Wands is magical, and she's powerful, and she's very assertive. But this energy is not really coming out upright for me. It's coming out a little sideways. So I do think that there's the opportunity with the Ace of Wands and with you coming in King of Swords for this energy to shift. You also have other feminine energies. I mean, Chad's no player, but he's a good-looking guy, and he definitely is magnetized a lot of the time, and he attracts things in. You have a Queen of Cups in your bubble, and you also have a Queen of Pentacles. So you have that Queen of Rods, who feels very strongly attached to your energy, and then you have these other 2 queens who are kind of hanging out there wanting to get into. I don't really feel too much specifically about them, just that they're both they're on the cusp, hanging in, and maybe there are new energies coming in for you that you haven't met yet. Probably, I don't know. Um, they don't feel familiar from what I've read for you before, so I think these are both new energies. So you probably have some new options coming in love in the next couple days, weeks. But I would just, if you really, are interested in that soul connection that I see here, I would really, keep your focus on those high level thoughts. Same thing I just had in the last reading, and also prepare for whatever this Ace of Rods is to bring a new level of awakening here. If you're picking up any restless energy at night, late at night, it's not. I don't think it's yours. You might want to do some meditations before you get in bed, or ASMR, whatever works for you to kind of help you wind down. Because if you don't, because of this Queen of Rods that you're so connected to, being in this 9 of Swords energy, you're probably going to be picking up some of that energy when you're trying to sleep at night or working late at night. I know you have a wacky work schedule. So if that's the case, I would definitely try to nip that in the bud and be proactive about that, because that's going to be something you don't want to have to deal with all that, especially when you're trying to get your rest. And if you've worked a 24-hour shift or whatever, you don't want to have to deal with somebody else that you're connected to in this kind of energy. So if I were you, I would nip that in the bud, keep the thoughts high vibration. Let's see what the energy oracle adds to this. Guidance for Chad from the Energy Oracle. Guidance for confirmation for Chad. All right. You have financial constraints. Financial constraints coming out here. This, I think, is more connected to that Queen of Rods energy, the soulmate. There's some financial constraints. And then you have the door to value. This is not about finances, even though you do see money there. It's about everything of value, tangible things, material things. Can be finances, but it's not necessarily about finances. So the door to value is opening up. The door to value is opening up as the result of this healing. You got two fours here, right? Card number 31 and card number 13. So there's a mirroring taking place. This person's going through financial constraints where your door to value is opening up, right? So it's almost like you're straddling more of the light right now, and she's straddling more of the darkness, more of the struggle, more of the shadow. So there's definitely a mirroring happening, but it's the opposite as opposed to the same. So that's what's going on. And you do have in your foundation a storm warning, card number 10. So we're reaching the quick, fast, and hard end of a cycle. It might be bumpy, but it's going to have a good new beginning following the bumps, right? I think your situation is one of those ones that we've touched on where it's like leading up to the solar eclipse in April, there's going to be a lot of shifting. So just kind of be prepared for that. Uh, keep your thoughts high vibrational and be open to whatever that Ace of Rods energy can offer you in the way of assistance. Okay. And hold space and send light and love to that Queen of Rods. And yeah, be open. I think the fact that the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles came out in your reading, I would be open to whatever those new energies are. I don't think love is not finite, right? The amount of love you have for one person does not dictate or take away from the amount of love you can have for another. So while holding space for this soul connection, I would be open to whoever these new feminine energies are that are ready to come into your life. They may be helping you get to that person quicker, or they may be helping you decide something else that you want. Whatever it is, be open to it. And it's going to, as long as you're open and stay magnetized and high vibe, you're going to continue to stay in this, door to value space where your healing continues to expand and help the people on the other side that aren't experiencing it so well right now. All right, Chad, thank you so much. Happy Valentine's Day, my brother. Next is Jane. Right? Wasn't Jane next? Yes, Janie, you're next. So we've got Jane, Desiree, and then Anne. Thank you, Malia. I just received your Cash App. So will you add Jane also after you put your question up? So it's Jane, Desiree, Anne, and Malia. Muchas gracias. Happy Valentine's Day. So did anybody else have any fun Valentine's Day plans? Tell me about it. I'll tell you about mine. I actually had my Valentine's dinner slash that we celebrated Valentine's last night because my Valentine had to fly out of town earlier this evening. So we did our Valentine's last night and then hung out some today, and I took him to the airport. But it was good. It was fun. What about you guys? Thank you, Malia. You've been seeing those 777 and 333. Interesting. It's been very quiet. And well, that's not bad. I kind of like the quiet. I'm one of those people. I can be very social and outgoing, and I can also be a hermit. That Virgo energy for me is the real deal. I can be a hermit for days and not reach out, not answer my phone unless it's work related. I mean, I don't do that when I'm in a relationship, of course, but yeah, that's interesting. Those are two really great numbers. I know for me, when I'm seeing 777 and 333 together like that, it usually precipitates um, something completing that I've been wanting to complete, and then something miraculous happening, or seeming what I perceive to be miraculous. Oh, 444 too. Interesting. Interesting. All right, so let's see what we've got here. Let's check. Hello, Nicole. Welcome. Happy Valentine's Day. Hope you're having a nice hump day. It's almost over on the East Coast, at least. Michael, happy Valentine's Day, Michael. How are you? Good to have you. Yeah, I think there's definitely a huge transformation happening, Jane. Hang on, sorry, one sec. I think there's definitely a huge transformation happening in your foundation. Foundational energy for you at this time, you have the Ten of Swords. So that's pretty great. Pretty, I mean, it looks painful, obviously, but I think it's more about this completion happening. You're at the end of something that's been very frustrating and painful, right? I mean, a lot of that makes sense that you were feeling like wounds popping up and the FOMO and all of that. I've definitely had many, especially, I don't know. I think for me, when at times when I've been alone, I think Valentine's Day never bothered me when I was alone, but Christmas I think was a hard one, being not being in a relationship sometimes. Because you're with your family and they're all in their marriages and relationships. So I think that for me was a lot harder than Valentine's Day. But hey, Coleman, but yeah, I definitely know the feeling of being alone on Valentine's. That's no fun. And so if you're going through that, I send you lots of love and hold lots of space for you. Let's see. And listen, relationships are bumpy. So even those of us who aren't single or all alone, we know what it's like to be going through the ups and downs of relationships. So I do feel like Jane, with that transformation or completion that's happening, you're going to be feeling a little bit assertive. You might start to feel like you need to really like use your throat chakra may be really activated as a result of this. You have the Temperance card crowning things, so the universe is really balancing things for you. So even though, yeah, you're going to feel some of that, I think it is being balanced for you and a little bit sort of neutralized or maybe suppressed or maybe just processed in a way that's healthy. So that's good. I mean, I don't know exactly why you're getting the Temperance card as an influencer like that, but if it's about your emotions, I think what's really going on here is that you're being sort of carried in a way that you maybe aren't even aware of, and it could be a lot more painful or has been in the past, especially with this representing the completion. Things are really happening here. You have the Three of Pentacles here, which is representing that building energy and something coming to fruition. I don't know if this has to do with or with just your life in general, but usually with the Three of Pentacles, it is the beginnings of some new relationship or a relationship reaching a new point. Although here in this one, the person is alone doing some work. So I get the sense that it's kind of both. I think that it is your story in general, and then specific to some things to do with others, because you do have like the Six of Cups here, and then, you know, Four of Wands, outcome, Six of Wands, victory. So there's some big things happening here with the cards that came out, but it's all starting with you and with the universe doing the job of temperance. Let me see what you said. Yeah. Yeah. It definitely. Yeah. It's okay. And I'm getting like one of my hot flashes, which is weird. So I definitely feel like, and we've talked about this before, I can feel your mother's energy really strong. And God, it's probably been a year since I've told you that, but I can feel your mom really strong, trying to encourage you about the things being the way they are and the things changing and how quickly things can change. And I don't know why, I don't know what her story was really, just the things I've told you before in our readings, but I feel her saying, if you don't think things can change quickly, just look at my life. So there's something here that's shifting really quickly for you. And you've got that Four of Wands coming in. Yeah, but you may be feeling that way, and I understand that. You've got that wounded warrior energy about you, I feel kind of right now, especially with the Ten of Swords in your foundation. But look at this. I mean, things are shifting for you. you're definitely on the right track, or you wouldn't have the Three of Pentacles coming in. The Three of Pentacles doesn't come out for somebody who's lost. I mean, you're on the right track. You may be feeling lost, but you really are on the right track, babe. And with this outcome, there's a victory here, and it's not just a victory. It's a feeling of being seen, right? That's the thing I want you to remember about this Six of Wands. It's not just a returning to self and a returning home and a feeling of victory. It's a feeling of being seen by everyone around you, by those that you care about and those that love you. It's a feeling of being seen, heard, understood. That's an important card as an outcome for you. And on the way there, this is what's taking you there. This looks really good. Four of Wands and Six of Cups. This isn't someone new. This is someone established. That's why I said maybe E, or it could be someone else that goes even further back. But there's a strong energy here of reconciliation. It doesn't even. It's weird because it doesn't feel like a love story in the romantic sense. It feels something. It almost feels more familial. But there's a strong healing here attached to this, and I'm really happy for you. And yeah, listen, holding space for sure, because I know you and I know what your some of your history, but you're on the right track, babe. Don't ever think you're lost. Even if you sometimes we all feel lost sometimes. We all feel lost sometimes. I've got a lot of good things going on, but the last couple of weeks have been so frustrating and sad for my family, just a lot of things happening. I've been very grateful for like the relationships in my life, my family, my friends, Brendan. I'm very grateful for the people that are the rocks in my life, because listen, I have felt lost a lot the last 2 weeks, but I'm not. I'm on the right track, and so even though you feel that way, just know that the universe is saying something else. That you are really on the right track, and that things are headed in the right direction. Right. So that's a good thing. Let's see what the energy oracle has to add to that. That's so true, Michael. There is nothing like feeling seen and heard. Everybody should feel seen and heard, especially on wacky holidays like this one. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. You have the anxiety card in your foundation, so you're being seen and heard, literally, by the universe right now. The universe is acknowledging that. Card number 18, that's coming to an end. Your heart is healing, things are healing. And that's important that you recognize that. Look at the cards that came out for you. Sixth chakra, Archangel Metatron, third eye chakra, and then you've got this beautiful blossoming abundance card number 3. It's all happening. Blossoming abundance, really beautiful. Yeah, you are seen and heard for sure. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. So next, thank you, Jane. So next we have Desiree, Anne, and then Malia. The list is open, guys. If you want to get on, it's $20.24 to Cash App or PayPal. And Desiree, why don't Monty come to see me tonight? Why didn't Monty come to see me tonight? That is a specific question. Let's see. Why didn't Monty come to see Desiree tonight? Receive those blessings, baby. Whoa. Okay. You have foundational 2 cards. You have the Chariot being influenced by the 3 of Swords. So this is probably Monty's energy here. It's interesting because the first card, let me back up a little bit. The first card that flew out really strong is this 7 of Pentacles. So I'm just going to start with that. What that really made me feel like is that this person's kind of in their own sort of season of, or divine timing. All of that is going on here. The 7 of Pentacles is about someone waiting for the right moment to do something, right? They're waiting to like to take their garden tools and go and, you know, pull the harvest in, but they're not doing it. They're just kind of waiting. So this card is a card about timing and about seasons and about, you know, things happening when they're supposed to. It could be partly about you getting that lesson. Maybe that's your lesson right now, is that it just isn't the right time for that, for you two to have this moment, and that the right time will come. And maybe it's a lesson about patience. I'm not sure, but if it's about timing here, that could be it. If it's about this person, Monty, and their way of seeing things or their point of view, it could be that they are in the middle of something that's keeping them very preoccupied, something that's very foundational to them, and that's very that's very connected to what their values are. With the Chariot card, which is strong Cancer energy, and this Three of Swords here connected in the foundation, it feels to me like this person is having trouble moving on or moving forward from some disappointment or heartbreak. Sometimes the Three of Swords can be like third parties because it's got the three swords there, but usually it just represents some real wounds, some wounds and things that go very deep and are very painful. But the thing about the Chariot here is this person's in the Chariot, they're waiting for it to move forward, but it's not going forward yet, right? There's not a balance to things, and so things aren't moving. They're just sitting there. They want to move, they want things to go forward, but it's not happening. So it feels like what this person desires and what this person's actually doing or desires enough to take action to do are two different things. So what you want to do is, if you're wanting this person to reach out to you or come see you and they're not doing that, um, part of the problem may be that that they're not motivated enough to do it. So on your end, what you can do is deal with your wanting. If this were me, and I know the ability we have as human beings to impact energy, I would make a point to cut ties or cut the energy, cut the cords, and let this person go. Just let it go. It doesn't mean you're not ever going to talk to them again or that you're not going to want to see them again. It means you do want to. But for now, you know that they're not giving you what you want and what you feel you deserve. So you've got to cut that so that you're not playing with the ball together, where you're not going back and forth energetically. And that way you can know that at least you're not the reason that they're not coming in. You're wanting it too much isn't the reason. You're holding that ball and focusing on it is no longer the reason. Because when we do that, sometimes we can stop someone from coming in. So what I would say is literally go ahead and cut it, let the person go, not with bad energy. Don't wish them ill. Don't send them negativity or darkness. Cut the cords, let them go, let them go with gratitude, with gratitude for whatever they've meant to you. And as you truly do that, you're going to come out stronger. You're coming in as the Queen of Pentacles, so your energy here is strong. And it looks to me, the reason I say it may just be the wanting too much, you have the right intentions for this relationship. You want something stable with this person, right? And they do too, but they're coming in as the Page of Pentacles. So they're not a vibrational match for you right now, right? Emotionally, they have the right energy for you, right? I mean, the Chariot is Cancerian energy, and Cancerian energy is very loving and very emotional. They have the right energy for you. It's just unbalanced. It seems that you're wanting it more than they are at this point. And so the only thing you can really do when it's unbalanced like that is cut it and focus more of that energy inward and giving yourself that love that you're wanting them to give you. And I'm telling you, if you can really do that and make that concerted effort and to set the intention clear the energy, and pull back your power a little bit, based on this person, they're going to start, even though they are only a page, they're going to come back around pretty quick trying to find out why you're not holding space for them anymore. Because even though they won't know it consciously, their soul will know it and they will feel it on a subconscious level and they'll come running in. Happens every time. Trust me. Yeah. And that's kind of what it is. That's kind of what it is. Debbie, welcome. Nice to see you. I feel like that's what it is. It's the right guy at the wrong time, or something like that. I think that the timing kind of shifts with him. It feels like it goes up and down. There may be days where this person can't live without talking to you, but if they can live without talking to you on Valentine's Day, they probably need to be cut for a minute. So let's see what the energy oracle says here We're doing Valentine's readings tonight. Whoa. Okay. Yeah. Wow. All right. So you've got the contract card in your foundation. There's definitely something going on here, right? Journey. This thing is there's you this thing's got a while to go. No, he talked to me. Okay, well that's good. That's good. He did talk to you. That's a good thing. You have the walking away card coming out though, Desiree. So um yeah. I think based on these two cards coming out, you do have a strong connection with this person, right? There's a soul contract here, obviously. And you have Goddess of the Moon coming out too, by the way. Goddess of the Moon. So there are strong emotions carrying this. But right now, it looks like part of this, the intention of this connection is that you may need to spend some time taking a long walk on your own. And when you have a situation like that where something disappointing happens, probably the answer is not to reach further for that person, but to just pull your energy back some and go on that walk on your own and find out what spirit wanted you to learn, why spirit wanted you to be on your own this night, and you're going to come back a lot stronger. Okay, because yeah, there's a contract here, Goddess of the Moon. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of deep emotions here, and there are shared intentions, but the vibration is not aligned right now, right? It's not quite aligned. So you need to balance the energy out. You don't want to be holding all of it. You don't want to have the 90% of the intention and that person only have 10% or even 60-40. It needs to be 50-50. It needs to be 100-100. So yeah, take that for now. And it'll get better. I promise. I promise. If you do those things, I promise it'll get better. Tell me I was a liar if it doesn't. Thank you, Desiree. Happy Valentine's Day. I think next is Anne. So we've got, let's see, on the list, we've got Anne and Malia. Anne and Malia left on the list. If you want to get on the list for a Valentine's reading, send $20.24 over to the Cash App, and we will get you on the list. Happy Valentine's, happy Hump Day. Okay. Okay, let's do it. What's the guidance and love for Anne? What does she need to know at this time? Okay, that was strong. Oh, there's another one. So 6 cards came out. What's in the foundations? Foundation is the lovers. The lovers. Of course, Valentine's Day had to be on Hump Day. All right. I had to do my Valentine's Day last night, though. So it was Hump Day, Valentine's Day, a day early. So this is really special, Anne. I like that you've got the lovers card here in your foundation, and then the 2 of Cups came out. That was the first card that came out. So a lot of soulmate energy coming in here, but there's also something sort of keeping this separate because you've got these 2 beautiful cards, right? And then you've got the Judgment card attached to the 7 of Swords. So there's this awakening, right? Something's coming alive or coming back to life. But as it does, someone's in this really depressed energy, feeling guilty. I think this may be the person you're attached to or connected to, I should say, feeling very bad about something. There's a real heaviness in this person's energy, like that. The 7 of Swords sometimes is deception. A lot of times, though, it's like someone who's because they're looking. The reason it's like they're regretting something though because they're looking back, right? And in this deck, that they're doing that too. Like most of the time you see the Seven of Swords, it's like that. Oh, this is the Five of Swords. Well, for some reason, I'm seeing it as the Seven of Swords, so that's interesting. Five of Swords, similar energy though, but it's not really about that. It's more about conflicted, deep conflict, deep. It sometimes goes to ego. For me, it feels like it's about someone needing to come to a better understanding of themselves, but I'm going to read it as 5 and 7 because I really saw this as the Seven of Swords for some reason, and I was focusing on this person's energy right here in the foreground of the card. So this is someone who feels a great deal of regret about something. They feel regret and disappointment in themselves, but the Judgment card attached to it is about a new level of spiritual understanding and awakening. So they're kind of maybe having a better understanding of what this is about, what it is that they haven't, done correctly or done right. You also have the Seven of Pentacles, though, which does have to do with divine timing. We just talked about this card. I think specifically, again, in this card, the person is kind of looking back or looking or not focused on the thing they should be focused on. There seems to be a real problem in the person connected to you with their focus. We talked about this before, and this is standing out for me, the lilies in this Lovers card. I know it's about April for you. There's something happening in April, and again, it's coming up. Probably is the eclipse energy we talked about because the lilies are standing out so strong. Um, there's a real springtime energy standing out in a lot of these cards. And you've got the Eight of Cups here for you as guidance, too. I'm not sure why the Eight of Cups is coming out as guidance for you. It could be potentially that there's a Ten of Cups out there that's better than anything you've experienced yet, or it could be that where you are right now is the Eight of Cups, and you're moving toward that Ten of Cups in a very quick way. There's eclipse energy here too. Remember that eclipse we just talked about. It's right there. There's that full eclipse happening. That's a full solar eclipse. So you're going to be moving out of that Eight of Cups energy and into a stronger energy of emotions or emotional fulfillment when this big eclipse happens. I know that's what this is. There's a lot of Scorpio energy in this too. It is crazy. It's not only crazy that keeps coming out, it's crazy how strong it feels to me too. Like as a reader, I'll be the first to tell you guys, half the time when I'm reading, I'm just listening to my intuition, I'm just going. And then the other half, not even half, like the other like 40%, I'd say, I can like things just feel so strong where it's like I would bet my life on it almost. It feels so strong, right? That's not the whole time. That's maybe 40% of the time. But the cards that come out that are making me feel that eclipse energy for you are that strong. It's like I just know that eclipse is huge in your life, in your connection, in the path you're on. It's uncanny. It's very strong. So it's definitely something. All right, let's see what the energy oracle is going to add for you. Jessica, what's up? Energy oracle. Are you home, Jess? Safe and sound? I was talking to Jessica while she was working earlier. Are those women's glasses? No, they're not, Joker. They're men's reading glasses. The world in your foundation. So you have the world here. So there's definitely something coming full circle. You have the all tied up card too. Are you feeling all tied up today? What's this about? Card number 23. So there's a lot of change coming to this energy. A lot of change. And then you also have the yin yang card. 11, 11, 22. Yin yang. So kind of like a twin flame card, this one. You may be picking up, this is the same thing I picked up with Chad's reading earlier, and this all tied up energy is not yours. It's coming from the person you're connected to. So when you're feeling that, you might want to meditate on that or do whatever you do, whatever your practices are that help clear your energy. If you start to feel a little bit stuck or tied up or kind of like you're, confined in some way and it doesn't feel so good, I would definitely, if I were you, meditate that away because it's not your energy. It's theirs. And there's so much happening right now with this. Yeah, it's coming, man. Look at that. 29, card number 11, the world. That's that eclipse energy for you. What is it? April 8th is the next full solar eclipse. We haven't had one since 2017, guys, and that was a big one. I remember it. I literally met my twin flame that weekend in person for the first time. Big stuff. I felt that I've been feeling this energy more so here lately. Yeah, I bet. Yes, I took the day off for April 8th. Good for you, Debbie. A lot of times it's not ours, especially when you're connected to somebody. I'm not going to name names and stuff, but I, in the past, was really connected to someone that like I loved very much, but I couldn't spend, every day with because their energy was so heavy and they were so filled with anxiety and I'm an empath. And I mean, like the minute I would be in their presence, I would absorb it and I would almost sometimes start to have like trouble breathing around them because of how anxious their energy was. So I had to learn to really protect my energy. Wow. That's crazy. That's interesting. And that's crazy. Crazy. All right, the list is open, guys. If you want to get on the list, it is $20.24 to Cash App, $Ray of Light Tarot, and I'll be happy to get you a Valentine's Day mini reading. I have next on the list, I have Malia. So Malia, and I think the list is open after that. I don't think I have anyone else after Malia, so we've been on a little while though. So if you want to get on there, get on there. Okay, Malia. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, I remember talking to you about that, Michael. It's not as bad anymore, Michael. I think, well, I mean, now is a whole different situation. I think when people heal things and then also as we grow, our energy shifts and stuff, and I definitely protect my energy. One of the things I do is I just set a clear intention every morning and every night. In the morning, I set a clear intention of protection. I call in my protection. I call in my help, prayer, meditation, whatever you want to call it, affirmations. And I also at night call my power back before I go to sleep at night. That's what I do, Freenix. Yeah, much better. So much better. So much. I mean, life isn't perfect until you're out of the physical form, but it's a lot better. Uh, so we're on Malia. Yes, Malia. What's the guidance for Malia? You're welcome. Happy Valentine's Day, Anne. You have the Empress card coming out, Malia, foundational to you. Feels like with the Six of Pentacles behind that in reverse, your boss. Oh, got it, Jess. Awesome. We will add you to the list. So you'll be next, actually, Jess, because I don't have anyone left after Malia. Your boss, Malia, is going through something that is causing them to be very much out of balance because behind your foundational energy of the Empress card, the Six of Pentacles is in reverse. Okay, so it's very, very, very much that you are picking this up because I mean, not only is their energy in reverse and out of balance, but you're coming out as the Empress. That's a major arcana, divine feminine energy that's very strong, right? So you're over here being very perceptive, picking things up and, on point, and they're on the other hand kind of just in not so great energy. So there's a big juxtaposition there between the two of you and your energies. That's very interesting. You do have the Ace of Rods coming in. I think tomorrow or this week there's going to be a big shift. You're gonna probably find. I think you can be and will be of help. All right, Desiree, have a good night. Get some rest and think about what we the guidance that came through. Okay, you have that Eight of Wands here or Eight of Rods. I think there is going to be a lot of communication, and you will be able to be of help for this person. So that's interesting. Oh, okay. Well, a one-on-one tomorrow, you're going to find out a lot because this person definitely does rely on you quite a bit. I mean, I think, and I don't know if this has to do with financials or what. It is material. It's very material. The Six of Pentacles in reverse, but I think it's also there's something that's not because you've got the Three of Wands coming out kind of side. I'm sorry, Three of Pentacles coming out kind of sideways too. I feel like something in the workplace didn't get off uh, to the right start like this person intended it to, and there's a lot of frustration and disappointment there. There's going to be a lot of talk about how to fix something. But look, Wheel of Fortune and Hierophant. So I think, things are about to get a lot better. I think you're going to have a lot of productive energy. I think you're going to be able to offer a lot. Your guidance is interesting. You're being guided to be with I'm sorry, Knight of Cups is your guidance. The Knight of Cups is someone offering, uh, you know, emotions to someone, offering love, offering compassion. I don't, I, you know, and it's an action. It's not a. It's this isn't this is an action card. There's assertion to it. So you're not going to be receptive. It's like you might feel the need and you might have to sort of go in and go forward offering this person something to start off the meeting or the conversation. They may need you to kind of start that conversation that goes to wherever this is, because it feels a little bit like this person wants to be on the surface and they're going to require you to kind of speak up and say, hey, I've noticed blah blah blah, and something's Malia always brings the good energy vibes. It's true though. And I will say, I think Malia, keep in mind you're you're Virgo sun, just like I am. And the thing about Virgo suns, we have our faults, right? We can be very critical, we can be very judgmental, mostly of ourselves. But Virgo is the virgin, and she is the maiden, and she is the spouse of the divine. Virgo is she is the partner and spouse of the divine. So in that same, you know, with all of that being true, it's also true that as a Virgo, you have the distinct gift of being able to hold space for people and to listen and be there for people in a way that almost feels like they're touching the divine when you're in that energy, and that's special. So remember that, with this Knight of Cups guidance tomorrow when you go in there, because I think you are going to be able to be a big help. But there is something work related that probably needs some addressing, but I think it's a lot deeper than just that. Let's see what the Energy Oracle gives us. Good. Yeah, they feel pretty on point tonight. The cards, they do not lie. Oh, hold on. Ooh. God, social media. I tell you. Happy Valentine's Day to you. What is the messages for Maria? Hang on. Oh my God. Okay, 4 came out for you. You have the action card in your foundation. So a confirmation. I think this is for you, Malia. It is going to be important that you are kind of I think you're going to feel the need to take a different tack tomorrow than usual in that meeting, and be a little bit proactive with maybe probing questions. I don't know. You have the man holding a heart too. I'm not sure what that is, but that could be something we talked about the other day in our one-on-one. The man holding a heart coming in 45. That's the number 9. So there's something is at the penultimate here, and about to happen with the man holding a heart. You have the third chakra, Archangel Chamuel, your solar plexus. I have heard people say this. I don't know this for a fact, but I've heard people say this, that you can, the more soul connected you are to somebody, the easier it is to communicate with them through your solar plexus, right? So there may be a need for you to do some dealing with Archangel Chamuel and uh, whatever that is for regarding your solar plexus. Okay. Community. So it's going to be an opportunity also for you tomorrow to not only assist that specific person, but to be a big help to the community, work community, on a larger scale through that. So that's pretty good. Last but not least, you have the thinking man. There's a lot of masculine energy coming in for your guidance, Malia, in these readings. I'm not really sure why that is, but there's a lot of masculine energy coming in as guidance. I think it's kind of guiding you to balance carrying that compassion and love for this person, but also, communicating from a logical place and a somewhat detached place. You can bring compassion and emotional comfort while being somewhat detached, and I think that's probably a healthy way to be in the workplace, right? You're welcome. Happy Valentine's Day. Diplomacy or being an ambassador. I like it. I like that. It is, and she would respond better to that. Yeah, I think there's a fine line for you, and I think you know just how to find that fine line. That's one of your gifts. So, pink lemonade for Valentine's. Okay, Jessica. Jessica, you should do 13. What do you mean 13? Focused on relationship and connection, but with a firm. Yeah. Good night, Debbie. Happy Valentine's Day. Wondering what the cards will say about love. I feel like in that department, the card number. Oh, well, I don't actually decide how many cards. I mean, I just kind of pull a few and the numbers come out however they come out. So maybe number 13 will come out. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I agree, Jess. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Show us what Jessica needs to know in love at this time. Three of Pentacles in your foundation, so you're definitely correct. This is a building energy, right? Yeah, love life is lame. Your love life is not lame. I disagree with that on principle. I disagree with that on principle. Your love life is definitely not lame. It may not be exactly where you want it to be on a daily basis, but it's definitely not lame. I've seen some lame love lives in my time. Yours is not lame, my friend. So you've got the Three of Pentacles here in your foundation. There's a building happening, right? So, and there's also Capricorn energy. The devil is right behind that. So there's this Capricorn energy fueling something building here in love. You also have the Ace of Wands coming in. The universe is offering you a spiritual sense of awakened energy. You have the Two of Wands or Two of Rods. You're at a crossroads here, and it's time to really decide which way you want to go. I think part of that is probably because you have so many options right now, even though you don't necessarily feel you have one sure option. I think you have quite a few options. And I think in order to really attract what you desire the most, you've got to make some decisions because to magnetize ourselves, which is what we have to do to attract what we truly want, we have to make some tough choices sometimes, right? That's really not always easy, right? Because sometimes it's fun to have lots of options. So what I want you to do is really focus on taking a step in a certain direction. Okay, Jane, have a good night. Thanks for your help, sweetie. Taking a step in a direction that, and what this I think it's about is it's just in your intentions, right? I'm not saying like to cut yourself off from all options but one. No, no, no. But take a step in a certain direction with your intentions. Set a really clear intention and then choose that, right? Because you have this King of Swords here, and this feels like your best option. This King of Swords is wanting to come in and really begin something new with you. And I think you may not be seeing things completely clearly either, because over here you have the Two of Swords in kind of a, it's a guidance position. So I would say it's kind of like a warning card. It's saying, be careful not to um, let your past experiences sort of block you off from the things you truly desire. Okay. Don't allow your past experiences, past disappointments, etc., to fuel your decision making or to cause you to make decisions that maybe are shutting you off from the new experiences that love has to offer you. Okay, that's going to be huge for you. Yeah, I mean, not any signs specifically. I definitely see a lot of air energy, and I've seen that before. That could be that. I know I talked about a Gemini before, but I wouldn't say, here's the thing. With this King of Swords, I don't feel like this is necessarily an air sign. I feel like this is probably some others. I mean, it could be, but I feel like this is probably just as much, could be a Gemini, could be Aries, could be anything, could be a Cancer, it could be any of those signs that you've dealt with. But the energy this person is showing is mental maturity. Where in the past, because this is not a new person, this is someone who's been in your awareness. But whereas in the past they may have shown some mental immaturity and maybe areas where they needed to grow, they're coming in now a lot more mature and aware. They have a lot more self-awareness than they did in the past. So that's really beautiful. Guys, I'm wrapping up with Jessica right now. If you want to get on the list is open. It's $20.24 to the Cash App, $Ray of Light Tarot. I don't think anyone else is on the list. So after Jessica, it's either you or we're ending. So if you want to get on the list, now's the time. But yeah, Jess, I just feel like this is probably someone who has the right intentions where maybe in the past they weren't so clear with those. You do also have a Page of Pentacles here. That's earth energy. So it's someone who definitely has good intentions for you, but it's something small. This could be someone new coming in that you haven't met yet or that you've met recently that's wanting to get to know you better. Could be earth energy, but the energy it could be an earth sign, but the energy they're coming in is definitely earth energy. So it's a very stable energy and it's a younger energy. Feels like it's an actual chronological age younger and not just someone who's immature. It feels like they actually could be like in their late 20s or maybe younger. I don't know. But there's those two coming in strong. And then, like I said, with that Capricorn energy, the Devil card behind this Three of Pentacles, this could mean two things because they're both feeling really prominent. It could be that this is like Capricorn energy or some kind of energy that's pushing this forward, or it could also be that it's past toxicity and the past experiences that were not so pleasant that are also now having a positive impact because time has healed them, and it's because of learning from those experiences that it's now pushing this forward and allowing things to build. And there's going to be a lot of communication over the next couple of days and weeks with the Eight of Rods here. That's strong communication. It's also fast movement. So something that maybe today feels like it's just kind of trucking along slowly and not really doing anything could suddenly just start to roll really fast, unexpectedly and out of the blue. Let's pull some energy oracle cards, see what else comes through. Hey, Ron Carman, welcome. Wow. Okay. Look at this, Jess. Attachment. So here's the thing. Some really good cards came out too, though, but you got some warning stuff. So you got attachment. Card number 5. There has to be a change in the way that you're sort of feeling in this connection, because there's still some broken heart energy that's trying to heal. So be aware of that. So move slowly, detach as much as possible, and allow yourself to heal while allowing this new energy to build, because it could be something really deep, like twin flame type energy. You've got the yin yang card and the blossoming abundance card. You're moving when something moves that fast from like toxicity and attachment to this kind of stuff, it's usually soul connected, like in a really powerful way. And this confirms that. The solar plexus, third chakra, Archangel Chamuel. You've really got to hone that solar plexus energy by connecting to Archangel Chamuel. And you also got the healer for the ages card and the thinking man card. So this man is thinking about you a lot. A lot. Do you have blue eyes, dragon? I'm not a dragon, but I do have blue eyes. So you've got the Healer of the Ages card too as the final card for you. That's a 6 there, 51. So there is this healing that's taking place within you, and there is going to be a struggle between the spirit and the flesh for you. It just is there because it's taking you to a much deeper place, and you're going to become a really powerful light worker who does amazing things in your life and in other people's. But first, you've got to heal the stuff within you that's coming up, right? That broken heart stuff, whatever that attachment is that came out in the beginning. And as you do that and you start to work that solar plexus energy, connecting to that person and to source, you're going to really see this Healer of the Ages energy come in strong. That's beautiful. That's freaking awesome. I've been trying to remember what the thing that happened in my meditation that I told you about, that I mentioned to you the other day, and I can't for the life of me remember what it was, because I've meditated 20 times since then. But not 20. I don't meditate that much, but I have meditated a few times since then. I'm trying to remember. I'm going to get in touch with you in about 30 minutes. Will you be up for about 30 minutes, Jess? Because I'm going to reach out to you because I do want to try to remember what that was. But yeah. Anyway, guys, I think that is it for the night. I'm going to wrap it up here, and I will probably see you guys on Friday if I'm able to. I wasn't able to get on this past weekend a lot because a lot has been going on, and I've been super busy, but I will definitely try to be in on Friday. Thank you for sitting in, Michael. We love to see you here. I love to see you. And big PP, Luke Armstrong. All right. Happy Valentine's, guys. Love to you. I hope you all got a good Valentine's kiss and love and hug from your beloved. And yeah, we'll talk soon. Good night. Thank you, Ann. Bye, guys.